Hey guys, so I am here with tour guide Alex, who will be taking me on a market tour.
So welcome to San Jose. We're here to try a lot of the different delicacies. We're gonna learn what Costa Rican food is and the different parts it has, and we're gonna also go and see the different markets and their ingredients and learn a little of its history.
Awesome. And if you know me, you know I love learning about the destination through its food, and doing a market tour would be a great way.
San Jose, it's a trading. There was a lot of settlements around that were very far away from each other. So going around by Oscar, it will take a long time. So they needed a middle point for all the merchants to trade. That's how San Jose was born in 1737. The original name of San Jose was Villanueva de la Boca del Monte, like the new village of the mountains. But the city was created around the church for San Jose. So people will go, let's go visit San Jose. So that's the origin of this place. I think it kind of really marks the city because it's a place full of commerce, food. It kind of shows where we go around, what we go through every day.
Perfect. So we are starting off with Cas Juice, which is sour guava, very native to Costa Rica. And
It's like our day-to-day drink. It's very refreshing. So
And
if it's hot,
you said interestingly, normally it's color yellow.
yeah, but the grandmas like to put like a couple of green colorant droplets, or like in these traditional places, so it looks green.
Oh, cool.
Maybe
Okay.
more attractive for kids.
Let's try. I feel like if it's green, I would think it's vegetable and it would not attract me.
You have a good point, yeah. Yeah, I'm rethinking my theories.
Ah, nice.
¿Me das natilla, por favor? So this is Chorreada. We really like it. Sometimes we add sour cream, but apparently they sold a lot of it today. We're gonna try the sour cream later. The sour cream here is more acidic
Oh, okay.
than our place. You're gonna see that we have a big production of like dairy,
Yeah.
but we really like calling things in other names. For example, we're gonna try different savory cheeses here, or we have mozzarella here. We produce mozzarella, but the mozzarella here it's not equally, as the same as the Italian.
Yeah.
It's a little more acidic too.
Okay.
So they change, but we use names that refer to the similarity in the preparation.
So it's pronounced Chorreada.
Chorreada.
Chorreada. Okay.
Exactly.
And what is it? It's corn.
It has corn. They add milk, sometimes sugar, and you blend that and just make like a kind of like a pancake.
Oh, okay.
But we like it to be thin, you see?
Yeah.
So it's sometimes people see it more like a kind of like a corn crepe. So
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Costa Rica, since 1 or 2 years ago, it's one of the countries that celebrates Thanksgiving.
Oh,
It doesn't make any
the
sense.
US Thanksgiving or the Canadian Thanksgiving?
I just know that we're in a list that we celebrate Thanksgiving. I would guess it's US Thanksgiving, yeah. But it doesn't have like a big sense because we were colonized by Spain, but
Yeah.
either way, it's another time to have like a nice dinner.
Yeah. Well, I also noticed walking, because we were at Barrio Escalante last night, and I noticed like a lot of Halloween stuff being put up already. And is that like a big thing here, or is that something that's been brought over?
It's something that has been brought over, and people really like to dress up, and party and stuff. So probably younger generations are very they really like that tradition. So it's like Halloween nights, I'm ready for Christmas. It's like entering like the festive times.
Do they do trick or treat stuff here too?
No, it's mostly people go to make like parties or celebrations, and they put up costumes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's begin. Let's go. Yeah, no, this is very interesting. This, when I hear sour guava, I was initially thinking of like sour mango, like green mango, like sour, but it's not. It's actually kind of sweet, which I like. This.
In this place they add a little more sugar, but if you try it with without sugar, it's actually kind of very sour.
Oh, okay.
So it depends.
Okay.
For example, I don't like that much sugar in my house.
Yeah.
So when I make this, it's very acidic.
Okay. And do people normally eat this like for breakfast, for lunch, any time of the day?
It could be for breakfast, for sure. But there's something here. You know we like coffee, right?
Oh, okay. So it's during the golden coffee time.
The coffee time, la hora del café, it's important for us. Because the coffee time, it's like, in some other parts, they have like siesta in the afternoon, like this decompressing time.
Yeah.
For us, it's the coffee time. It's like 20 minutes, half an hour that we're kind of like, we drink the coffee. It doesn't matter if you don't drink coffee. It's more like having you here
social
without.
time, yeah.
Exactly, it's very important for us. Yeah.
In the Philippines, we have something similar called merienda. It's also like in the midday where you like.
For us, coffee time, it's around 3.
Yeah, merienda time normally is around that, like between lunch and dinner.
I think like this is okay. I'm gonna be honest. I usually you can eat it with forks or with your hands. It doesn't matter. So,
all right.
Actually, give me one moment because I feel like I need that sour cream.
Okay, so I'm gonna try it without first.
Gracias, amiguitos, a todos los que estén disfrutando la buena comidita. La palabra de Dios dice, buscar primeramente el reino de Dios.
Nice, you can really taste the corn and it's very sweet. So you said sour cream?
Yeah, it's sour cream. So, we're in a soda, specifically Soda Tala. Soda, in Costa Rica, when they started selling like the carbonated drinks, the people believed that they had like medical properties, so they were sold in pharmacies. So the pharmacies had like an annex, and this annex was for selling sodas. They became very popular because they were delicious and healthy. So they started growing and they started selling snacks. So in Costa Rica, the word soda is also used for like small Costa Rican traditional restaurants.
The sour cream is actually really good. It makes the chorreada like more moist and adds a more flavor. And you're right, it's less acidic, less sour as well. So it's really nice.
I always like the contrast of sweet and sour.
So this is interesting. We're trying authentic traditional Costa Rican empanada, and what I learned is if it's baked empanada, it's actually a dessert empanada with like pumpkin inside. And for the savory empanadas, they actually fry them, and then there's the savory fillings like beef, pork, and stuff.
So,
Yeah,
here you have it.
let's try. Oh, and we are here at Productos de Maíz,
Maíz,
Doña Marta. Oh,
You can see the feeling of the pumpkin.
It's interesting because it's not the texture of pumpkin that I'm used to, so it's more like gelatinous. Yeah.
How is it cooked with the sugar? Gives it like this texture.
Yeah.
And we really like it for Holy Week.
And it's not like sugary sweet. Like it's more like a deeper, sweeter taste. Yeah.
Yeah, part of the flavor is given by the pumpkin, by the spaghetti pumpkin, but also by the tapa de dulce, this fruit sugar cane that we use, it has like a deeper flavor than the common sugar.
Habían dos, pero yo le puse uno abajo. Abajo aquí afuera, sí, ¿verdad?
Spice, like spicy food.
Yeah.
We don't have spicy food.
Okay.
What you're gonna find, it's in all the restaurants, you're gonna find this.
Okay.
This, we call them either, if they are very spicy with chiles, we call it chileras. It's like a pickle that usually has a vinegar, onions,
Okay.
chile, usually chile panameño, and sometimes other vegetables. Or it could be an egg curtido that is also have chile, but it's like a pickle. And we really like adding this
Yeah.
to this kind of like fatty foods that we have, like empanadas.
Okay. And so you said this is made with
This is
the shell is made with corn.
Yeah, it's corn and we deep fry it.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. ¿Es chilera o es un encurtido? Sí tiene
I
chile.
rarely had like deep fried empanada, and because in the Philippines it's actually like baked, but this is really good. It's very very crispy, but still like moist inside, and because it uses corn, it's you get that sweet taste, and it's really good.
Do you like spicy?
Yes, yeah, I do. I am curious of trying.
Yeah, it goes really good with like the fatty part. The empanada.
Wait, so just use the spoon, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So trying the chilera.
usually what some people like more like the stock. I don't know how to call it.
Oh, that is nice. Yeah.
But other people like the cucumber and the carrots.
Yeah, it has a nice like spicy and sour dimension.
Do you want pico de gallo or?
Sure.
Sí, con todo.
So now it's time for ceviche, and this one here is interesting because it's in a snack bag, and it's called Caldosa, and Alex here will be explaining.
Yeah, so ceviche it's a Latin American dish, right? Here it's a little sweeter than other ceviches you can find in other countries, and this dish is very particular because there was some kids, some students in a community here in Costa Rica called Palmares, and they didn't have any money to buy ceviche, so they asked the owner of the bar to put some of the stock of the ceviche in the chips and to mix them, and it was a very good match. So right now it became like the nice dish to go for us. It's like a snack to go, and we love it because of this combination of flavors.
So like let's scoop inside. Although it's kind of hard to get the
You have to
chips now,
try to get them.
but like it's a mix of a lot of ceviche.
Yeah.
Very very good.
That's the mixed one. So it has different ceviches: plantain, green plantain ceviche, seafood ceviche that we call vuelve la vida, that it's like come back to life. So people eat them for hangovers, and fish ceviche.
Oh, right. So this is the chips that they use.
Cheers.
Cheers. That is very fresh. And I am super surprised that the chips is still very crispy despite being soaked for so long already in the ceviche. And Alex was telling me that in Costa Rica, another normal way to eat ceviche is with ketchup. So we're gonna try that.
Here we have it.
I've
Ready?
never had ketchup with my ceviche before.
So let's see.
It adds another flavor, but it's not too overpowering. So for me, it's a welcome addition to the flavor to kind of balance the sourness of the ceviche.
Yeah. Usually people get a little septic when I tell you, I told them like, we add ketchup to ceviche. But it's very common here.
Yeah,
for us. I'm gonna grab a little more. It's been a while since I had Caldosa.
It's also my first time seeing banana ceviche.
Actually, from all of those, it's my favorite one.
Oh, okay.
I really, really like it.
Got a big scoop.
Yeah, for example, for takeout, when you don't want to cook, it's very, like, there are some places here in Costa Rica where you bake the whole chicken, and they give you like banana ceviche, like cream plantain ceviche with tortillas and then your chicken. And it's a very good takeout here.
Okay, so what do we have here?
We have a cheese tortilla, una tortilla con queso. It's probably one of the most traditional things you can go.
Okay. And here as well is queso pagasis, and it's a savory cheese used a lot in different
dishes, especially like with corn.
Oh, okay.
We really like it because of its very intense flavor.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try. Very savory. The saltiness is very different. The saltiness tastes like meat, like dried meat kind of savoriness.
Yeah, like it makes you salivate even. Like.
Wow. It's really good.
So let's go with the tortilla.
So this is a flour tortilla?
No, it's corn.
Oh, okay.
It's corn tortilla. It's made like the tortilla with corn flour. We have different types of corn.
Oh, okay.
And then they add cheese. Usually this kind, like a grinded, shredded cheese, very similar to the one you would use.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put the sour
I'll try
milk.
on its own first.
Yeah.
I like that there's the caramelized cheese that also gives the texture.
Yeah. And as with the chorreada, it gives like a moistness to like the sour cream.
So we are here at the last stop at the Central Market for ice cream, and they only have one flavor, apparently made with 5 spices. That's a secret recipe.
That you have to guess.
Yeah, it's quiz time. Okay,
So,
cheers.
cheers.
I taste nutmeg,
Yes.
cinnamon,
Yeah.
vanilla.
Yeah.
That's
The last two are a little more difficult.
it's hard with one spoon, with a small spoon.
We can ask for a little more.
Banana.
Cloves
Oh,
and allspice.
oh, okay. That is hard to do.
This is the oldest ice cream
It's 3
shop.
out of 5.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing score. And this is the oldest ice cream shop here in the country. It's from 1901.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
And it's amazing that they only have one flavor.
yeah, they decided to stick to only this because it's like the most nostalgic for us. This is a place that kind of goes from one generation to another. The business, and for us, like my grandpa brought my father because I don't know, they have like the little supermarket where I live. So they came every Monday here to eat ice cream. So my father always has brought me here to it. So for us, it's a very important place.
Yeah,
And I'm not the only one. Like actually, my story it's not like that singular. It happens to a lot of Costa Ricans. That's why we like this place so much.
Nice, nice. It's like a rite of passage for all Costa Rican kids.
It's like that's how you learn to love ice cream here.
Nice, love that.
That's-
So we got like a bigger portion now, but what's interesting is they also eat this. It's homemade and it's the same word that they use as they do in the Philippines, and it's called barquillos, which is basically like thin, crispy crepe rolls. That's really really good, and they eat it with the ice cream.
How do you eat it in Philippines?
You just eat it on its own, actually,
Really?
like as a snack. Sometimes if you do order like ice cream, like a big ice cream or like a halo, you know the halo, the popular Filipino dessert with shaved ice and stuff, then they would stick barquillos on top. Yeah.
Here it's similar, but I just eat a full package with the ice cream. So we're in the Mercado Borbón. This is one of the biggest cooperative markets in Latin America. It's from 1944, and it's very interesting because you're gonna see in a moment that it's a long hallway. Why? Because this was the old Oscars hotel. This is where all the guys that had Oscars that came from the ports, this is where they stayed. And then in 1944, it became this market that has the most fresh ingredients in all San Jose. And you're gonna see that everyone from like the little sodas to the best restaurants like to buy here.
So this is very interesting. We run into Chef Humberto here, and Chef, tell us like what the Bourbon market means to you in terms of your role as a chef.
Well, here in Costa Rica, you have like markets of fruits and vegetables all the weekends in different part of San Jose and Costa Rica. But if you need a specific ingredient any time in the weekend, you must come here to the Bourbon market, and also have a lot of variety. You can buy it directly from the people who
The producers.
the producers. So it's a very good place to find specific ingredients to work with. Yeah.
Awesome. And he was here just specifically looking for beans at this store right here.
Sure. We were looking like for a specific variety of bean. Is for example the Chileno, but we were looking for one kind that is black eyed peas that have a lot of protein content. So it's very good to make misos and fermented food. But today we have bad luck and we don't have black eyed peas. But we're gonna work with another one that is very good.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So we're now here at Acapulco Bar, and it's a local, very traditional cantina in Costa Rica, and I'm also here having some local Costa Rican beer, Bavaria, and we're gonna be enjoying it with some bocas.
Bocas are like this dish to go with beer. Actually, initially, you will buy your beer and they will add a boca for you, like a little dish of something for you to join with it. Right now, when we go drinking, we buy our beer and a boca that it's like a smaller dish. I don't know, with the second or third beer, you will try another stuff. So it's a way to eat different stuff, to have variety in your dish. And cantinas, especially here in San Jose, they have a background of being from Italian and Spanish immigrants. So they have this influence, and also they are a glimpse of how life was in the past decades here. Depending on the cantina, it looks like a 90s cantinas or even like a 50s cantina. So it's part of the magic of coming to these places and the menu they have.
Okay, I'm excited. We ordered a couple of dishes and we're excited to try.
And here they are.
Oh, here they are.
No, estoy bien, muchas gracias.
So we have a couple of the bocas here, and this here is the chifrio. There's chicharrones, there's
Rice, red beans,
pico de
and
gallo, and some chips.
And my dish is sangolla de carne. It's a traditional dish that is a lot of different Costa Rican vegetables, like potato, it has cassava or yuca, it has beef, it's a stock. This is a starchy root called piquisque or ñampi. I always forget some people say it's Costa Rican ramen. I don't know, like
okay.
it has like beef, it has different ingredients that it's a must, and it's a display for local vegetables. You want to try mine? Try it. Maybe let me cut it. I don't want to make a mess in camera. This is probably the most peculiar one. Try the stock.
Wait, it's very hot.
Very hot. No, I'm sorry. This is the kind of soup you get when
When you're sick or
When you're
very
sick,
clean,
when you're
yeah.
cold.
Very
Yeah.
clean tasting. Very nice.
Usually what people like the most here is the stock. That's like the secret behind
Yeah.
it. That's why maybe like I heard people make this comparison with ramen, like for us the stock
Yes,
in
yes.
this dish is so important.
And it's very flavorful.
So enjoy your chiflino.
Thank you. You want to try some?
I really like it, but I think with the soup, I'm full.
That's nice. It's basically like, I guess like Costa Rican nachos, I guess, because of like the chips and all the toppings, and then you get to enjoy with also with beer.
For me, that's the perfect dish.
That's honestly why I thought of this, because I feel like this would go the most well with beer as like a snack.
Actually, this snack was actually created by the owner of a cantina in the past. So that's why it feels so good with beer.
Yes.
It was made for that.
So our last stop is coffee, and if you know Costa Rican culture, they are strong with coffee culture. In fact, they have coffee time where people just hang at someone's house or at a cafe to just enjoy being social together. Sometimes with coffee, sometimes with something else. But here we're doing coffee, and we're here at Cafe Olteca, and they really specialize in coffee. They even have a coffee bar for coffee tastings, and that's what we're doing now. They are specializing in the different coffee regions in Costa Rica, having different beans from different regions, and we're trying one from Los Santos. And this is my first time trying coffee that's been processed using the honey method. So cheers. Cheers. So we are on our second coffee, and we've shifted to the Perez Zeledon coffee region, and what's unique on this one is they also use a Costa Rican brewing method called bandola, which I've never seen before, so it's very interesting. If you're serious with coffee, I highly recommend checking this place out because they are very serious with coffee. You can see the love and the passion. I even got to see their booklet of recipes of how much time they dedicate to get the perfect recipe for each bean. And with all good things comes to an end, and that's the wrap for our tour with Alex here. Alex, thank you so much.
It's been
We
a
had such a
pleasure.
great and delicious time.
I really felt like hanging out.
Yeah, I felt
it's
like
been a
just
very
hanging
nice
out
day.
and eating with a friend, which is like the best thing you can experience with the tour.
Yeah, that's very Costa Rican. You feel like this closeness of just going out and it's something nice. It was a pleasure, Raymond.
Yeah.
It really was.
If people want to book a tour with you, how do they go about that?
So we have this page. It's called ChepeCletas. We're a collective that we started doing tours for in the night, like night walks for Costa Ricans to know a little more about our history. And we ended up doing them for everyone. So you can look at us at social networks, or we have our own website, and just tell us what you want to see, or we will tell you also.
So you also do like custom, like if they want specific things. Okay.
Yeah, you just have to go with us, and if you have any particular interest or you just wanna know our city, I think we can guide you through it, and it's probably the best way to do it.
And they can also specifically request if they want you.
Yeah, so yeah, that would be amazing for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Have a nice day.